Greetings, scholars, and welcome to BMG 230 Principles of Management Online. The purpose of this video is to give you an overview of the syllabus and also tell you a little bit about myself. So let's get started. And my name is Derek Williams. I will be the facilitator of this course. I am a two-time graduate of the Mike Ilitch School of Business at Wayne State University. When I was a student, we weren't the Mike Ilitch School of Business, just the School of Business. I did my bachelor's with a focus in management, specialization in human resources, labor relations. And I also did my MBA with a concentration in management and organizational behavior. I have worked a little bit of everywhere, but I'm going to focus on my post-baccalaureate experience. My concentration in undergrad, again, was human resources and labor relations. So I was fortunate enough to land a position right out of undergrad as a junior recruiter. And so essentially my job was to look at resumes and to find good matches for the positions that we had open. Good experience, but wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be because I literally just looked at resumes all day, so that wasn't too exciting. So I was looking for a little bit more, which took me to Wayne State, working in their human resources office as a human resources assistant. A variety of duties there. You think about the organization that has over 10,000 employees that span across, they're centrally located in Detroit. However, there are so many extensions and governmental relations, so there are people working all across the U.S. who work, and even outside the U.S. who work for Wayne State. So a huge learning experience there. Gained a lot of experience as far as understanding human resources, but again, wasn't exactly what I was looking for. I enjoyed working on a college campus, however, so I really enjoyed being there. I always felt I was surrounded by so many smart people, so that took me to the University of Michigan. There I worked in the Office of Financial Aid, where I stayed for 7 years. I left as the Assistant Director of Outreach. I was responsible for managing a unit who worked very closely with our admissions office. We were the team who went out and did the presentations on financial aid. Our goal was to help the audience better understand financial aid, not just as it relates to University of Michigan, but as just in general as well. So really great experience. I joined a lot of committees there, was very active in our association. So one of the reasons why I stayed there for so long, I really did enjoy that. One thing I kept hearing while I was doing that was, financial aid is not the most exciting topic. However, we found a way to present that information in a way that would keep people's attention and also help them learn. And so we would get a lot of compliments saying how well I was presenting information and I've ever considered teaching, which I had not, but I figured I would try it out. So that actually brought me to Washington Community College, where I taught my first class, Introduction to Business, and I actually really, really enjoyed that experience. I enjoyed it so much, I said, well, let me try teaching full time. So I quit my jobs here in Michigan and packed up and moved to Texas, where I became a middle school math teacher. And that was quite the experience. I did enjoy it. It was definitely challenging. But I got a call to come back to Wayne State and teach full-time there, so I gladly accepted that and moved back home. I was teaching there for the last 3 academic years, the primary instructor for our Introduction to Business course there. I actually just ended that role with this last academic semester, so what's coming next, I don't quite know. But we'll see. We'll see where the journey leads. I have the Embassy Suites Hotel up there because I worked there forever. You find a great job or a great manager. We heard talk about that a lot throughout this course. You hold on to it, and that's what I did. I started that job when I was a senior in undergrad, and I literally just started working there earlier this year. So that's over 14 years of being in that one place, and it's because of the manager that I had there. So that's my official experience. But who am I really? So I was born and raised in Detroit, diehard Detroiter. I absolutely love the city. Great place. It's changing by leaps and bounds. So that's always exciting. When I left, I was a little nervous about it, but it was always great to come back home and see the changes taking place. I love to travel. So this is one of my most recent adventures. If anybody can guess these last 3 pictures, send me an email or send me a message and remind me what you think these last 3 pictures are from. But it was a great experience. I really enjoyed it. This is, what's it, QS? Yep, the most southern point of the U.S., so that was exciting as well. I like to have fun. I'm a pretty adventurous person, so whitewater rafting with my family, definitely an experience I'll never forget. This is San Diego. Everyone thought this was funny except for me. These birds were literally trying to steal my glasses, and their claws really hurt too. Whale watching. This is one of the things that I always wanted to do. I think this was last summer. I went to Boston, and they had right off the coast of Boston, you could do whale watching. So that was really exciting. I thought I would only see maybe one or two. We saw a ton of them, maybe 14 or 15. So definitely a great experience there, and great food in Boston as well. And last but not least, I am a die-hard roller coaster enthusiast. I love roller coasters. Cedar Point is the best place on earth. We have so much fun when we go. So hopefully some of you guys like roller coasters too. Enough about me. Let's get into this course. All right, just a reminder, it's on the syllabus, it's in Blackboard, but this is my email address. Feel free to email me with any concerns that you may have. This is an online course, so office hours we can schedule by appointment. I'm in the Metro Detroit area, but not far from Ann Arbor. So if you want to meet in person, that's fine as well. Just let me know. So what is this course about? Principles of management. So it's centered around management, but this book focuses on the four main the four main concepts of management, which are planning, organizing, controlling, and leading. So planning, which should be done first, is the process of understanding what the organization needs. It's trying to decide what steps they should take, what areas they should go, what are we going to do? What are we trying to accomplish as an organization? After planning comes to the organizing. Now that we know what we're trying to accomplish, how are we going to accomplish that? What resources are we going to put into what places? Resources includes money, equipment, software, but it also includes people. How many people do we need in this department? Do we even need a particular department? So we're trying to organize the organization's resources to best meet the objectives set in the planning. Next is leading, which a lot of people have a hard time with. Leading is not an easy task. How do you get people on one accord to work conducively to make sure that you're accomplishing the organization's objectives? And then lastly is controlling. Controlling has a negative connotation. Sometimes people feel it's just telling people what to do, but that's not what it's about. It's ensuring that the organization is meeting their objectives. And if they're not meeting their objectives, well, what do you do? Do we change the objective, or do we change the person that's trying to meet them? So we have to make a change. How do we do so? So those are the main concepts that are going to be covered in this book. It's also going to go over some introductory, the first 3 chapters, just sort of introductory into management. So we'll talk a lot about theories, what's the best way to motivate people, etc. Now looking into the grading in this book, so we're using the online version of the management textbook from McGraw-Hill. You need the 6th edition. However you buy it, whether that's in person or online, you have to have the access code. That's what's going to grant you access to the online materials. Registration begins on the first day of class, so you'll be able to register then, and everybody is eligible for 2 weeks of courtesy access. So make sure that you register today. Don't waste any time, because as you can see, if you look at the syllabus, we don't have any time to waste. This is a very short class, so we're hitting the ground running, so I want to make sure that you're ready.